Good morning, candidates. All right, we're talking what was the hardest part of OCS for me. I'm Second Lieutenant Acosta. I just graduated OCC 244 this past Saturday. It was the fall class. I'm going to be hitting on a few different things that are hopefully helpful to you and your future journey at OCS. So, first week of in-processing was surprisingly hard for me mentally. The intensity was higher that week than the rest of the weeks, and they did it on purpose. Everything has a purpose, and they were just preparing us for pickup day, so it was very helpful. But still, it took me a few days to acclimate to my environment, and then I remember things just getting easier by like day 4 or so. Also, being a returning candidate, I had a very high standard for myself. I really wanted to come back overly prepared. And the truth is that you're never going to be 100% prepared for OCS. You just have to adapt and overcome. Take a day to day, take a chow to chow, liberty to liberty. They say that and it works. So stick to that and you'll be fine. Just stick to focusing on the present. Also, there was a speech given by my platoon sergeant, and she said something along the lines of, we would rather keep the slower ones than the ones that don't deserve to be here. And being a slower runner myself, hearing those words really brought me comfort and confidence. And I remember hearing that and thinking like, okay, I got this, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make this happen and to make it to the end. So, moving on from that, also living in such close proximity to so many people for that long, and tensions kind of rise after a while, and people are tired and they don't always speak with tact. Having people snap at me for no reason at all, not because they were in a billet, just because they just did. That got old, definitely wore on me, but I really made it a point to respond with tact, even if I'm not being spoken to with tact. Those are your future coworkers, so you're going to see them again. Marine Corps is small. Be the bigger person, be the one edifying each other, be part of the solution, not the problem. So, and have grace for each other. So also the cold, dealing with the cold, that sucked. Every time we went to the field, those were the coldest days of the cycle. The first time we went to the field, it was raining all night and all through the hike. I had fire watch that night. It sucked. The second time we went to the field, it didn't rain, but it was cold. And I had to put on cold, wet camis. They were wet from the sweat of the admin move from the day prior. So you're tired and you're putting on wet, cold camis. It sucks. And then the last time we went to the field during Suli 3, you're out in the field for 2 nights straight. And you're tired, and it was the coldest that it had ever been. And it just sucked, to be honest. But I literally huddled next to my peers, my platoon sisters, and we kept each other warm as close as possible and really just embraced the suck together. You're not the only one going through this. Everyone is feeling the same way, but I just kept telling myself, okay, I'm going to be back in the squad bay at some point. I'm going to be warm at some point. It's not going to last forever. Doubts go into your mind, but you just got to keep pushing and build some mental fortitude, really. But that did suck. And then finally, running. So I'm not the fastest runner, as I said. Being a slower runner was a point of struggle for myself. Surprisingly, I did not struggle with any of the graded events. My GPA in physical fitness was always high. It wasn't a point of struggle as far as passing, but it did not feel good to be the slower one out of my peers. And but I trained really hard for OCS, And I know I pushed myself past my limits in training for this. And then at OCS, I knocked off 2 minutes from my time from the initial PFT to the final PFT. And then that was only a 3-week difference of training. And I'm sure I'm even faster now. And I'll be damned if I stay at my current point. So it's all a process, and you're getting better every single day. As long as you're determined to improve every single day and to earn that title of Marine every day. And you don't allow yourself to get stagnant. I know myself, and I trust myself that I'm going to be doing that. So that I'm going to be applying myself every day. So you just got to be okay and have grace for yourself as well. So as much grace you have for other people, you also have to have that for yourself, right? So it's all a process, and you're improving every single day, and it's a journey. So those were some of the points of what I deemed as what was the hardest part of OCS. Yours might be different, but hopefully this was helpful to you. So we're going to move on to the next video here. All right, thank you.